Well, my friends, I feel a little bit sad to say it, but I'm missing this place already. Yes, our Season 7 base. No, I'm not actually missing this place. What I am missing is just having all of these resources, shulker boxes, tools, elytra, and everything that I need to do whatever I want. And, of course, it's all gone. Basically, I'm not very good at the beginning of the game and planning for it as well. You see, we're going to have a giant statue in this space, and up in the sky was where I was going to put my villager breeder, trading hall, and iron farm, and I've just realised the logistics of doing that is going to be so difficult at this point in the game. I've also been really inspired to do some more traditional style building, like what we got going on over here. And there is some beautiful terrain just nearby that we can really take advantage of and put our projects in this space as well. So it's dawned on me that you can't come out of the gate doing the spectacular, and the best way to get going with our villager trading stuff is to keep them safe underground. So I'm probably going to bring them underneath this area, dig out an underground cave in which I'm going to work with the villagers. And we've also got a wandering trader here. What do you got for trade, my dude? I have no emeralds! And you got all the new mini blocks. Oh, my days, I'm so unprepared for training. Ooh, I could get rooted dirt. You know what? I don't think I actually need to make that trade because I think you can farm this stuff. By the way, welcome to my Season 8 test world full of tinted glass. This thing will fill up with stuff over the season. Anyway, this should not only produce the tree, but also some rooted dirt below. There it is. And you actually only get one block per tree, so it's going to be like pretty awkward to farm this stuff. So good, sir. You can keep your trade for now. So anyways, I've been out in the world exploring, getting resources, and I stumbled across something in this area. Look down there, there's a geode like popping out into the ocean. And this is spectacular because it's right next to a mine shaft. So I've been down here collecting rails to move our villagers and discovered that we actually have two cave spider spawners, one over here, one over on this side, and that possibly means we could build a string farm in range of a geode. But even better than that, I found a regular spider spawner, the dungeon type, and it's right next to a geode. But what's interesting about this one is that just down here there is another geode, so we could have two of them loaded at this individual farm. But it gets even better, my friends, for I also found two books. Okay? Mending and Fortune Free. How perfect is that for our pick? We'll be able to keep it going and also mine all of our iron, because that's now affected by fortune, as well as copper and gold and diamonds, and get even more of that stuff. I also got two name tags and also glowberries, which are going to be great for decoratives. And there it is, they are growing. These bits grow rather quickly, and then the glowberries, which you right click to harvest, take a lot longer. Then we can just plant down some more now as well. I can also obviously use some bone meal to get more of these. Distractions aside, I've put a nether portal over here. It's actually very deliberately positioned, and it's going to be really big by the end of this episode, because we are going to do some more building to complement our starter house over here. So I thought to myself, am I prepared? I don't have fire resistance, but I brought a whole bunch of cobblestone, and most importantly, I brought more obsidian because it just dawned on me, this is probably going to synchronize with someone else's portal, and I want to be able to get back here. So I've used the old nether coordinates data pack to tell me what coordinates in the nether I need to put my portal at to get right back here. And what would you know, it's absolutely terrible. It's a Basalt Delta, which is simultaneously one of the coolest biomes and one of the most likely to die in. It's surrounded by lava and these magma blocks, and of course magmas spawn here, and they tend to spawn on top of your head. Whew, good thinking here. Look, see, I've literally got one right above me. Oh my god, I'm going to die here. I am going to die here. Time to get in a hole. Very quickly. Oh god, it's so difficult to stay alive in here. Oh, this place is just terrifying, look. It's just coming out of every angle for me. Okay, I guess I'm safe for now. And it's not in the exact position, but I think it's going to hook up with my one. Yeah, there we go, awesome. Now, the reason I wanted to come to this biome was to get XP for enchanting. The next pick will be an efficiency one, and I really want to get that on here before I start doing some major digging. And this is like actually, once again, everything I'm trying to do seems to be so slow and sluggish because, like, look around. Where's the netherrack and the nether quartz? We're in, well, there's some up there, isn't there? We're in the worst biome for this. Anyway, over in this direction, I'm going to dig up top. Oh god, and there's lava straight away. The nether is trying to kill me. Ah, and there it is, finally, netherrack. Okay, so doing some branch mining up the top here will eventually get me to some nether quartz. And a few moments later, there it is. Awesome. Except my mending pick is actually soaking up all of the XP right now. And so now I resort to using an iron pick. So the Basalt Deltas just keep going on and on in that direction. I thought I would head back and see if there are any other signs of life in this area, because surely I'm not the only hermit, right? And can you see it just over there? Definitely something a little unusual going on. Oh yes, no, there is signs of life. Ah, another portal. Excellent. This is the spot. And I think the Basalt Deltas end here. Okay, that's a blaze spawner. I'm going to avoid this. Also, I mean, this pathway here, very precarious. I do not want a ghast shooting at me. Oh yeah, my resource pack, by the way. I need to put a link to it in the description box down below for those of you that want it. Look, we got the Xisuma piglins here from Vanilla Tweaks. Oh, they're so good. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Need to stay away from those ghasts. I wouldn't mind getting a few ender pearls while I'm here. Yeah, they all walk into this hole that I just dug. And look at that sweeping attack. That's going to backfire, isn't it? You know it. Well, my friends, the nether grind is over. I made it back safe and sound with 30 levels of XP, lots of quartz, picked up some ender pearls as well. All in all, a very good expedition. And that means that we can make a level 30 enchantment and get ourselves efficiency 4. This was efficiency 4 last time I was here. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to take it for now. And that's all it's got on it. And I just want to be able to mine faster, so that is going to do. So with that, I've now dug out a safe space for us to bring our villagers to underground. It's going to get bigger than this, of course. I've got to get the villagers over here as well. But first of all, we've got to take care of something else. So after I finished making the last episode, the perfect name for this guy came to me. So I looked up the comments on my channel, and there were 6 people who suggested the same name. So thanks to all of you. I'm going to give you all a hearted comment. I appreciate that. And I also got a gazillion comments telling me that I didn't need a name tag. So let's give it a try. I'm going to call this guy Mini-Me, and then pop it into the world. Hey, he's renamed. It's Mini-Me. Oh, look at that smile. Look at that smile, eh? Oh, there we go. We've got a name for you, buddy. So back in the hole, we got the villager breeder ready to go. Down the bottom here, we have a collection system built to bring any villagers out and then just drop them into these little spaces where we'll put their workstations in front of them so we can trade with them. But we do indeed have somewhat of a problem. I've given these villagers here about 4 to 5 stacks of bread. I got a lot of hay bales from raiding all of those villagers. And as you can see, I've gathered up some more hay right here so we can make some more bread. So I've given them 2 more stacks, and I've just got this feeling that it's not going to work. Okay, there we go. We got the love hearts. That's a good sign, right? Oh, and then that. Did you see it? There it is again. What does that mean? I think it's only one of them that does that, though. So maybe I need to put like a 3rd villager in here. Just feels like this start couldn't be any slower. But anyway, I have been doing other things in the meantime. You can see we've got our water elevators over here. This will just take us up to the surface where I plan on building buildings to house all of these villagers and trades we're going to do with them eventually. And out here I'm starting up my own farming area. I actually had one way off in the distance near Cubfan, and it was just too far away. It didn't make sense, so I brought all of the animals over here. We've got the sheep, the cows, the chickens. We're getting the numbers up. And off in the distance here, massive wheat fields, so we can get way more wheat for those villagers. So the storm cloud particles we saw a moment ago apparently are related to the amount of beds that these guys can see. So I removed the trapdoors off of the top, as well as rearranging the beds down below, and also messing around with putting a few more beds in the area. And then we got a villager. So I'm not sure which one of those actions caused it to work, but I'm hoping this will continue. My guess is they're probably going to take a bit of time before they breed again, but finally, we've sussed something out here, so with a little bit of rearranging, I'll be able to get a few more villagers. It is happening, my friends. We are doing the villager thing, which I haven't done in so long. Villagers were very different last time I messed around with them and used their trades to get going in the world. And now this is what I'm doing. I'm simply bringing them along here and sorting their trades out. So, I put down a lectern in front of it. And this guy isn't stubborn. He takes something straight away and then we get to find out what it is. So, no book trade, and then I just place it down again. What's weird is that sometimes they get stubborn when I place it back down and they don't actually pick up a new trade. Looting! Yes! That is exactly what I need. However, I've collected a few others with trades that I've needed. And then I've come back and checked them again and noticed that they've actually changed. This was not Frostwalker. That was not one of the ones I wanted to keep. I had a sharpness 5, now I got luck of the C2, and this guy's just ditched it all together and doesn't have any trades. So I think what I need to do is trade with them quickly in order to actually get this set up. So I need to get my hands on some emeralds and books next. So out here in the farming area, you can see I've added a field of sugarcane so that we can get paper. And so then we can take advantage of this trade, right? But notice how this one has changed its trades again. So is this one over here. And so once we trade with them once, they should stop doing that. So we could wait around for the sugarcane to grow and punch it out manually by hand, but we need to automate things here. And so I've been looking up some automatic crop farms, as there are other trades that we can do with the villagers to get emeralds. So we're going to bring a couple of those villagers around the side here, and in this space that I've cleared out we're going to have crop farms. So yes, the villagers will occupy this space. They'll become a farmer because of the compost that we got here, and then they're going to start picking up the potatoes, replanting them, and then there's a cool little trick right here, and that is to have a villager here in the middle that they want to trade with, but they try to throw the items at them and they're just going to hit the fence post and fall down. I want to give a big shout out to Logical Geek Boy for his amazing video showing this contraption. I'll link it down below. It's so simple. I didn't realize this stuff could be this easy to get going early game. So let's find out just how easy this is, because digging out that room did not take a lot of time at all. Okay, we've got this fella in here. Got to do the F3 FB and make sure that we don't accidentally hit the villager. Good. And we also want to block the way behind us. I'm a little concerned that this guy immediately walks over here. Look at the composter, dude. Your destiny is to become a farmer. So after a little bit of time, this guy came over here and gladly accepted the role of becoming a farmer and should now attend to all of these crops. You know what's great about the sneak ability? You can kind of create like a door just for yourself. There you go. He's not going to be able to come through this gap. So this last step is the thing I'm looking forward to the least. I've just got a feeling it could all go wrong here. What I'm going to do for now is put a slab in front of it, and then I'm going to go get some glass and create a glass front here. But this should technically keep you occupied in that block for now. Let's break the minecart. Oh, you took a little bit of damage, but yes, you are now locked in that spot. And so what should happen next is that the villager will farm all of these crops, try and throw it to its buddy, but it hits the fence post and ends up in the chest, and then we can use that to trade for emeralds. So now I feel like I'm at the point where the grind begins. We're going to knock this one on the head for today because everything is set up for me to do stuff off camera. We've got potato and carrot trades, we've got wheat and beetroot, and so I'll be able to keep pumping out the emeralds over here. Also, the Holy Grail, we got the mending book, as well as access to efficiency 5 and a few other useful things over here like silk touch and even aqua affinity. Yes, I plan on doing some stuff underwater eventually. So remember the iron farm we were going to build? Maybe not. Maybe we can't build that anymore. So anyways, you'll see down here on my hotbar that I got Axolotl's silk put together. And yeah, use the Efficiency 5 mending book with my Silk Touch so I could mine obsidian a little faster. And that is because we're going to have a very big Nether Portal over here, purely for aesthetics, right? But yeah, I'm going to build something around here, so let's get started with it. So it's the deep slate again. This is going to be the foundation of a wonderful building for our Nether Portal. And as we go along here, I do plan on expanding the build palette here. Like once we get moss blocks, we're able to decorate the area around it a little bit more. But it's kind of like one thing at a time. And so the build palette is going to be kind of similar to this over here. However, it will get a little bit colourful and thematic at the top. But before I can start building, I need to get my hands on one more material. And so I travelled across the continent to pay a little visit to a neighbourhood up north. And here I have arrived, my friends. What a glorious sight this is. Some of the other hermits are really knuckled down with the building. Well, I've just been stuck in a hole dealing with villagers the whole time. And this is the spot right here. I reached out to the other hermits and Impulse was kind enough to offer me some jungle saplings, apparently in the first chest through his door. Yeah, look at that. There we go. 4 jungle saplings. And I didn't ask, but I'm going to pinch a couple of cocoa beans. Impulse won't mind, right? And while I was here, I also, chopped down a couple of trees so I could get myself enough saplings to start my own little farming supply. And while I was here, I also pinched a moss block. I'm sure the hermits won't mind. These things are super cheap, right? Once you got some bone meal going. So we picked up some really important stuff here. So new additions over here at the farming area, and I've totally forgot this also gives us vines, which I'm going to need a lot of real soon. And so now we have our jungle logs, but I've also got some lapis and some flowers together to make some purple dye, because we're going to need some purplish blocks to make this thing pop. So let's cue some music and let's get into a time lapse and build this thing. And right now, after the music and building, there's nothing more I want to do than swoop in with my elytra and check out the build. But we don't have our wings, it's not Season 7. We're back to the basics again. And yeah, I hope you like this. It almost sort of looks like a rocket, but it's kind of like a mage tower, and there's possibly some more details that I'll add to this. But doing all of this decorative building early game, I've just spent hours and hours collecting all the material for this. But it does look really fantastic, and eventually we'll build up the area down here and connect some paths and be able to wander through this area. What you'll notice is that the Nether Portal is very big purely for aesthetics. We actually use it at the bottom here, and what I wanted to do was have the portal on display at the top, and when I originally designed it I was going to put a staircase in there, but then I remembered Nether Portals can be big, so now we got the best of both worlds. Oh yeah, and this was like a perfect spyglass moment. I keep thinking I don't have my zoom key, but I do have a spyglass. And it's been a bit of a nethery episode. We were here earlier collecting quartz, we've built our Nether Portal tower, and you'll see that things have changed on this side. This is not where I built it earlier in the episode. We now have a bit of a nether hub going. So we had a Hermits Helping Hermits session where we get together, we live stream, and we focused on connecting all of the nether portals together. So now there are a bunch of walkways linking everything together, and from this stream I wanted to share with you a couple of clips, a couple of funny moments that I thought were fun. And I guess a bit of context is required. This first clip was from where me and Cub were setting up a nether portal for Tinfoil Chef.
Uh-oh.
And better for them.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord!
They're coming for us.
Oh no, Scar!
I think it's fine. All right.
I don't know what happened, and now I'm
This
afraid
early
to
in the
ask.
game they actually pose a threat. Oh no they don't, half a heart of damage, okay. Never mind.
Is this piglin?
Oh,
Cleo,
take
I
that!
There we go. Beautiful.
Ah!
Oh. Second one out of nowhere. We should probably there we go.
This is, yeah, there's a bed
You
there.
want to sleep as well?
Go on.
You got it. Okay.
Thanks.
I'm at the egg. What should I... Oh, I see
Oh
people.
no! Oh, just
That
in
was
time.
close.
And by the time of this second clip, we were pretty much done with hooking up all the nether portals, and we're just starting to talk a little bit of nonsense. And no one's mining the quartz. What's wrong with you?
I'm mining the quartz.
The thing is, if I start collecting the quartz, I will immediately fall to my death. Like, I'm just not
let
going to
me
collect
collect
anything
it.
of value.
You let me
Bonus
collect
content, Joe.
It's free
Oh,
quartz.
gosh.
Yeah.
it. Free
It's
content.
free content.
Death is
Death.
free content.
You say that like, yes. It's what people enjoy.
Says the
People
one who wants to
enjoy.
murder.
Look,
She doesn't want to murder, she's compelled to murder X.
Failed.
see, Joe understands. Joe understands.
She doesn't take joy in it, she derives pleasure from it. It's different.
It's getting dark.
See? I mean, it was already pretty dark. I mean, you've
Yeah,
known me for a
murder's
while now,
pretty
X.
dark.
You know.
A little bit.
Yeah, unlike all our other murder.
Do you know what's darker than murder, though? Murder at
Darker,
night time.
yeah.
Okay, that was the worst joke ever.
Murder at
That was pretty bad, X. I'm not gonna put a salve to your feelings there. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You see, just killing you with words now.
My chat loves bad jokes. So I'm
Hello.
good over here.
I mean, that's
Your
why they
numbers
watch
show
you.
it.
Oh. It's always a good time hanging out with our fellow hermits, right? And that event is live streamed every Monday, 8 PM BST, just in case you wanted to catch it live in the future. And I'll probably clip some moments from those whenever fun and spontaneous things happened. But anyway, I thought we'd come back here to the villager breeder, which we sorted out earlier in the episode. Things here are now going swimmingly. We've got loads of these coming in. I'm setting up a few more that have got trades, and this is how we're going to get established. What's really cool is that this farm is absolutely pumping out the potatoes and the carrots, and then I'm trading them away like crazy with our farmer over here, and that means that we're getting ourselves a whole bunch of emeralds to get our hands on books and get geared up, and yeah, it's all going to start coming together real soon. As you might have suspected, though, that is going to be it from me this episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. As always, thanks for supporting the series, and I'll see you soon with another episode of Hermitcraft. Bye bye.